Stereo 105.
And 1, 2, 3. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 69 of the Behind the Feeds podcast. I'm John, that sexy motherfucker across the table from me is Luke, and we're about to get sexy.
Should I get off of you now?
Yep.
Okay. Episode 69, here we are, John.
Did you ever think we'd make it?
No. Well, I did. I did. I think the sky's the limit, buddy.
69 is such a special number.
It is. We do the same thing when we hit 690. Or every time we hit the 69, we gotta go fucking special.
Do you know the number 6 and 69 symbolizes home, stability, family, balance, unconditional love, and responsibility?
Are you gonna hit me with facts out of the gate?
Yeah. The 9 signifies leadership, inner strength, communication, intuition, and spiritual awakening and enlightenment. Or in our case, 2 people going down on each other at the same time.
Yeah. Good old fashioned. You know, why reinvent it? Why look for a deeper meaning? You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it is what it is. It's just a duck.
It's that yin and yang, baby.
That's it. I did that because I got horny. You know? It's one of those. Blank. Front, back, middle, doesn't really matter.
It's an Xbox achievement.
It kinda is, man.
I pretend I hear that little bell go off in my head. That ching lets me know I got that 50 gamer points.
Our, speaking of achievements.
Our invisible hand.
There's our Tinian, if you will, linked us up. Old Megadeth is having his own little bit of a Falwell incident.
I have sinned.
So this dude, I haven't really kept up with Megadeth, right? Ever since I knew what was going on with old Mustaine and his throat cancer that flared up recently, right? That he recovered from, apparently. But this dude, I guess, is kind of an outspoken,
Dave
religious type.
Dave Elfison was actually one of the founders of Megadeth with Mustaine.
Oh.
They met while Dave Mustaine got kicked out of Metallica and was living in like this crummy apartment building out in LA. And I guess Elfison was the noisy neighbor, and Dave went to tell him to shut the fuck up, whatever. And then just a friendship ensued, and a thrash metal legend was born.
I see.
But they had, went through the sex, drugs, rock and roll phase, heroin, cocaine, all that shit. And they supposedly became born-again Christians.
Ah. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Did it affect the rock?
No. Mustaine still... But Mustaine's music was never about religious pretexts, It was more political views. Get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
What's one? Holy Wars. That's about the wars in the Middle East.
Why are people making such a big deal about this guy in Megadeth having a possible affair? Why should
Because
I
he
give a
cheated on
shit?
his wife.
Why the fuck do I care?
Yeah, maybe I
give
don't
a fuck.
give a shit, but he's a celebrity. He's in the public eye,
So-
and he was also a big proponent of the Christian
He
community.
just want to make money and shred, man. He don't, doesn't necessarily need you all up in his shit. Haven't even listened to Megadeth. What's your favorite album?
Favorite album? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Many variables.
Oh. Well, then, give me a top 2 and why.
Rust in Peace.
Rust in Peace. Okay.
Because mainly Hangar 18 that had so many great guitar solos on it.
Yeah.
Killing Is My Business, that was their first album.
Okay.
That's obviously, one of my favorites. one that not a lot of people like, but I did, was The World Needs a Hero from '01.
Okay,
That
so
was-
a newer one.
That had a lot more oomph to it. It was darker, more sinister the songs were. Like, there's a song on there, see if I can find it.
I just can't fuck with them, man. They're not doom metal enough. I've been listening to that wizard rock shit. Like fucking Bongzilla and Electric Wizard. I'm in a weird place.
I like a lot of the songs Mustaine does where he has like the inner monologue, like it's an insane person hearing his inner voice, like sweating bullets.
Okay.
Hello, me, it's me again. In my misfits way of life. A dark black past is mine.
I guess he's a better storyteller, right?
Valuable
Oh, Davy
possession.
Dave.
Hindsight is always 20/20. Looking back, it's still a bit fuzzy.
You know any good sex myths?
Not right offhand. How about you, sir?
I was just perusing this Cracked article about 6 insane sex myths that are totally true. Thanks to our good buddy, who shall remain anonymous, Katie.
The invisible hand.
Tinian. We'll give you a name, anonymous. Number 6, yeah, you can break your penis. You even hear it snap. That's fucking terrifying. It's, there's 2 cylinders of tissue that become rigid during an erection. If she lands on it wrong, it can break with an audible cracking sound. And strangely, this is more likely to happen when a man is cheating, according to University of Maryland Medical Center researcher Dr. Andrew Kramer, who studies penile fractures and incidentally has by far the worst job in the world. Depending on how you look at it, man. Some people might like looking at a bunch of broken dicks, you know?
You haven't never heard of that before, though? It's very prevalent in like the pornographic industry.
Kramer's research shows that when a man is having an affair, he's more likely to end up with a sharp 90-degree bend in his mini-me. Interesting. He reasons that illicit sex is more likely to happen in unusual ways or places. The guy is trying to impress her after all, and it's awkward positions and acrobatic sex that create the most danger to his brittle little dick. God damn, dude.
Snap into it.
You gotta go to the doctor immediately. Fixing the break probably is gonna require surgery. Yeah, man, be careful out there.
But when it breaks, can they make it longer?
Well, we'll see. You might not even get it out because you can totally get your junk stuck together during sex. Is number 5. Let's see here. It sounds like the dumbest of the sex horror urban legends, but sometimes even the dumbest stories have a kernel of truth in them. In this case, it's a rarely documented but not a known phenomenon called penis captivus. You don't need to be fluent in Latin to guess what that means.
Capture.
Yep. For instance, doctors at a British hospital reported a young couple being brought in via ambulance and carried into the emergency room on a single stretcher as they were stuck together like conjoined twins, joined at the genitals.
Bitch, it's your fault.
Once inside, they were presumably pried apart with a crowbar, making a kind of cork popping sound when they disengaged. Oh my god.
You like my folly track?
No, I don't. I wish you would stop. For fuck's sakes, that's so gross. It's common in dogs. I had dogs.
I've seen dogs.
It's bad because when you're little, you don't know what the fuck's going on. You're out there being a dick, like shooting them with a water hose and stuff. Like, yeah, and you're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here. And you cut the pressure on because you're like 7, right? But as you get older, you realize, oh no, it can really hurt them. Like the male can die. Like the female can get scared and rip his dick off, and he will bleed to death.
And the whole
terrifying.
Time you're spraying him with that water hose. He's going.
No, he's just sitting there taking it, not making a goddamn noise. It was the saddest shit ever. It was horrible. Oh,
He's sitting there thinking.
I love that goddamn dog.
Dog's sitting there going, "This is the worst goddamn day of my existence."
But I love that kid back, and I'm gonna take it for him. We were special. It was like a Lassie kind of relationship we had.
Lassie.
true. It's a big old collie, man. I love that guy.
Yeah, that dog sitting there going, it's the worst day ever. My dick stuck. This kid won't quit spraying me with his words.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely what that poor guy was thinking.
Can I die now?
Oh, my God. It doesn't... It happens. I don't know. I guess it gets engorged in there and he just can't get it out, or maybe she gets engorged. I don't know, man.
That shit got good, son.
Sex can cause blindness is number 4. Yeah. Despite all those crazy liars telling you that masturbation is completely safe, your mom may actually have been right when she told you that flogging a dolphin would make you go blind. Well, kind of. It turns out that it's possible to have an orgasm so aggressive that you straight up lose your vision.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Now, I will say,
Yeah.
I'm not going to put any names out there. Yeah. I have saw double before.
Really?
Yeah, and it scared shit out of me.
This can't. Don't be scared,
I
man.
was like,
Just let go.
Why?
That's amazing. I guess, yeah, you get that tunnel vision, right? Like, oh, shit.
I start doing that one eye flap.
It's like, what is it? The fucking, that movie,
Scary movie.
Space Odyssey.
Oh.
When he's like going through space and everything, the lights are just fucking stretching out. Oh my God.
With the Ric Flair theme music.
The blindness, known by the terrifying name of amaurosis fugax, usually only lasts for a few minutes before your sight comes back. I know it's obviously not pronounced that way. Before you fucking correct me.
How goddamn terrifying.
And bizarrely, it only happens in one eye for some reason. When a 52-year-old man started going blind every time he had sex with his wife, he decided he should probably see a doctor. Sounds like a video. My doctor's calling me, and I haven't, I just don't want to return calls.
Damn, son, she's rocking that good shit down there, ain't she?
Yeah. So the Danish man and a woman from Texas, they made the right choice because suddenly losing sight while working hard is a classic stroke symptom. Oh shit, guys. In each case, blindness was experienced right around the time of orgasm. When given a stress test on a treadmill, the patients were just fine. It was only sex during the condition. Damn, guys. Be careful out there, huh? Take that baby aspirin.
So, girls, what this article's saying is the bar has been raised. If you can make your man have a stroke,
yeah, Jesus,
then you have achieved God level.
The next one is...
I don't want to have a stroke while I'm having sex.
I just don't want one, period, son. So number 3, more strokes. We're going down the stroke fucking rabbit hole, guys, because number 3 is hickeys can cause strokes and paralysis.
This is a fucking blood clot.
Oof. Gives me nightmares, guys. I just can feel them pantyhose on still. Jesus, my legs. What is it? This is... In case you don't know, a hickey or a love bite is a sign of affection whereby your partner puts their mouth on your neck and sucks so hard that it leaves a long-lasting mark. Yeah, it's actually pretty fucking weird when you see it written out like that, but what's weirder is the fact that it can apparently give you a goddamn stroke, which is even less romantic. A Maori woman from New Zealand freaked out a little when her left arm suddenly stopped working one day. Needing her arm to do various arm-related things, she decided she should hit up the local ER. When the doctors looked her over, they decided she had had a stroke and gave her some blood thinners as part of the standard treatment. Although she had no idea what may cause a healthy woman to stroke out like that. But then one of them noticed a bruise on her neck, right next to a major artery. The woman told them it was a hickey, presumably rolling her eyes at the clueless nerds. When they examined it closer, they discovered that a woman had been hickeyed so hard that it bruised a major artery, which clotted to the point of stroke. God damn. Guys, take it easy, okay? Don't be sucking on me.
I went into a nice shop today to get my nice shop things, but this young girl and boy walks up in there, and I'm getting my M&Ms and shit, my fat boy stuff, and she walks up, and dude, she just covered in hickeys.
Yeah, that's little kid shit, man. Did it bother you?
I just have never been one to like hickeys, man.
You should just be like, y'all nasty. Through your drink.
Call me shallow, but I have told girls before, you put a hickey on me, I'm done.
Really?
Yeah, man. I don't like that.
no.
Because I was working jobs, man, when I was a
Oh
kid
no,
growing up.
Randy's too classy, man. She don't fuck with no hickeys either. I just didn't know. What if it's an accident? What if you're all drunk making out? I mean, I'll never have that because I don't drink. But like you still kick back, right?
Yeah.
You'll party it up.
But I can't give myself a hickey.
No, I mean you know what I mean. God damn it, yeah, you probably could actually.
Unless I'm sitting there with that Kirby
If
vacuum.
you could suck your arm raw right now.
There. They'll totally believe
You know what else can happen? Food allergies can be transmitted through semen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Take away pineapples.
Yeah. We've covered semen allergies before. They're pretty terrible on their own. While with the baby batter making you swell up and itch or giving you the flu. But the dangers of unprotected sex can be even more subtle than that. It's also possible for food allergies to be triggered by semen if the guy you're doing the nasty with has recently eaten the thing you're allergic to. Just ask a British woman who had what might be the first recorded case of a sexually transmitted allergic reaction. Her boyfriend ate a few handfuls of mixed nuts, but knowing about his lady's friend's debilitating Brazil nut allergy, he showered and brushed his teeth before making his move. Still, after they finished up, the woman began to experience the telltale signs of having ingested nuts, and not the kind of nuts, that she thought she had in her mouth. After going to the doctor, their fears were confirmed when the doctor did one of those skin prick tests with his nutty semen.
Well, I'll go ahead and put it out there. Look, y'all might want to stay away from me if you got peanut allergy, because I like eating them Nutter Butter cookies, and I don't want to be responsible for no fucking anaphylactic shock. I ain't keeping no EpiPen around the house.
Well, that leads right into number one. Cheating on your spouse can cause injury or death. You better be careful if you're thinking of cheating on that nice girl, because karma will always catch up to you in the end. Death karma. End quote. The truth? We mentioned earlier that boner fractures are more common among unfaithful partners due to the let's try it on a motorcycle nature of sex they're having. But it turns out those guys are getting off easy. People have been spreading urban legends about infidelity causing death since time began. It's easy to see why. There's no better way. No. What? God damn it.
God damn the internet. Take two.
No, I'm just gonna find my sentence. God damn it, these ads. Oh my god, it won't stop loading. There it is.
It's forbidden information. Doesn't want
I guess.
He's giving away the secrets.
It's easy to see why. There's no better way to discourage immoral behavior than to perpetuate a rumor that God will strike you down for it. But surely, as far as biology is concerned, there shouldn't be anything dangerous about infidelity, because it's not like nature cares whether you and the person you're boning have matching rings, right? Well, here's where things get weird. Sure, people just stop being alive during sex sometimes. That's not really news, since TV and movies have been playing the old man dies on top of his young girlfriend bit for years. Studies report that roughly 1% of sudden deaths happen during some bedroom hanky-panky. But here's the thing, of that group of people, almost all of them are cheating. Ooh, that means that if you're getting on some on the side, you might want to make sure you lay off the pork rinds and go for a jog once in a while. Also, some sad news for cheating D-bags everywhere. The fatalities are almost exclusively dudes. Although they were usually with a much younger woman, so I guess that's the trade-off you got to choose for yourself. Amazing. Okay, here's the deal, guys. Just get out of the relationship. Don't cheat on nobody. Watch out for those dick fractures. Make sure you're aware of your own allergies as well as the people that you're fucking's dietary habits. What else we got? Be careful. Don't know hickeys. Shit might make you stroke out. And if you go blind, go to the doctor. Yeah? Start losing your sight for like even a couple seconds or something. Just go to the doc.
Yeah, if you start feeling that one eye flat
Oh,
thing.
son. Yeah. Yeah, just go. Episode 69, Getting Sexy. Got any sexy stories you would like to add, sir?
Well, how about the LBJ story?
Oh, Kay just said that he apparently, Lyndon Johnson, former president, right?
Yeah.
He filled in for JFK.
Well, he became president after JFK kind of
Got popped, right?
Yeah.
Apparently he was so proud of his dick that he called Jumbo. He would like sneak it up on world leaders. He would invite them to swim in the pool before the game began their like diplomatic discussions. He'd be like, "Hey, check it out." He was doing the fucking Louis C.K. thing. He was Weinsteining people. He was just proud of his goddamn dick, dude. I guess he had a donker. What would you rather have? A big old donker that you never used? Or a normal penis that you used a lot? I don't know, dude. I'm not a fucking creep like that.
Was that his bargaining tool for treaties?
I can't believe this man was a president.
You want me to sign that treaty? Look at my dick.
Yeah.
There it is. Look at Jumbo. We have peace in the Gaza Strip.
Thank God for fucking LBJ. Oh my God. They're so...
Nobel Peace Prize goes to Jumbo. LBJ's cock. Ugh.
Apparently, according to this, Lyndon Johnson, accidental pimp. Until the people who run the Lyndon Johnson National Historical Park respect my many petitions to allow me to dig up LBJ's corpse, we'll never know how big his dick was. So we'll just have to take his word for it. That's so funny. Yeah. Johnson's word was that his dick was huge. Always jealous of the attention that Kennedy got for his sexual escapades, Johnson was never shy about waving his wiener around and telling anyone who would listen that he had more women by accident than Kennedy had on purpose. Oh, he hated on Kennedy. I've lived a fairly exciting life. I once saw a dog that thought he was people, but I've never accidentally had sex with anyone. I don't even know how I could, and Johnson managed to do it a whole bunch and still found time to be president. He used his giant presidential wiener for the things you'd assume he'd use it, peeing and having accidental sex, but also some surprising things as well. At one point during his presidency, Johnson met with a reporter who repeatedly asked him why American troops were in Vietnam. Frustrated, Johnson unzipped his pants, pulled out his dick and shouted, "This is why." The craziest part of the story, which itself is nothing but pre-poop eating crazy, is that it worked. The answer satisfied the reporter, like, "Oh yeah, that's funny. I didn't know nothing about it, man."
What do you want to watch next time?
I'm down. I don't know. I'll watch anything, man. Something sexy, something sassy, something non-horror. I've been wanting to watch RoboCop with you for a minute.
Then that is it. RoboCop.
Let's get down to some RoboCop. You know, it's a little dicey subject, watching a movie about the police. But I think
he's one you don't want to fuck with.
I think we can get away with RoboCop. Maybe some Dredd. You want to watch old Dredd? I saw that in the theaters, son.
The Stallone one?
I did. I watched it like twice.
You want me to take on your role of the hate?
It would be interesting how you handle hate. Let me get some fucking movies going.
I am the law.
Yeah.
Law.
I think it's been. I think it's just. Oh my god.
Fucking Rob Schneider.
Unless he's Deuce Gigolo was good. You didn't like those?
You know
movies?
what the problem with that movie was?
What?
It tried to do too much with so little.
Yeah. Like what?
It took bits of different storylines, like the Cursed Earth storyline, and then the whole.
I'm not familiar with any of the Dredd storylines, so I was good.
Block Wars, and it just tried to mishmash all that shit together. That's why I like the Carl Urban one. Now, I will say the Carl Urban one. The only problem I had with it was too confined, which I get it. The mega blocks are giant. What would you say? Cities into themselves, because they're just huge apartment complexes, shopping malls, everything within this giant building.
Yeah.
And Mega City 1 is like the entire east coast of the United States. But it felt too claustrophobic at times for me.
Yeah?
But it was still far superior because it had that dread feel to it.
Absolutely. The Stallone didn't have that. It almost had that like that neon kind of Schumacher-y kind of touch to it.
The only thing that hurt it is they did too much of the fucking slow-mo shit.
About the urban one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that in that movie. What was that other movie that came out? Happy Pack. It was a robot that they were trying to protect. I don't know, everyone does the slow-mo shit. I get it.
Well, the reason they did it was because that Dredd with Urban was supposed to be a 3D movie, or it was a 3D movie.
Oh.
But I really wish they hadn't have. And I get it, the drug was called slow-mo. That Cersei Lannister, she was the one that played Mama.
She is so fucking hot. That woman, God almighty. Cersei.
But can play an evil motherfucker, too.
Good. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, man. I like that evil.
But I just thought Urban pulled it off. He was Dredd.
You made me want to watch some Dredd, man.
And then Anderson, they had her in it.
Yep.
A Psi officer who failed every test, but the only reason they kept her was because she was a mutant.
Oh. So do mutants play a big factor in Dredd lore?
So in Dredd lore, mutants are mostly the outcasts that live out in the cursed earth.
Excellent.
That are, in the irradiated lands, and the radiation either turns them into abominations, or in Anderson's case, made her a telepath.
Where do you think we're headed ultimately? Do you think we're headed towards like a Dredd type of scenario?
I would hope not, because if you really read the Judge Dredd comics, Dredd and the government, the Hall of Justice and all that, and I ain't talking about Super Friends Hall of Justice, it's very fascist.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a good time.
There's a great Dredd book called Judge Dredd America. Mm-hmm. And it's not like, talking about our country, America. There's an actual Hispanic character in the book named America.
Okay.
And everything in that book is through her perspective. So we've always thought of Judge Dredd as a superhero and, fighting for justice and, doing the right thing. But if you read that book, you see it through her perspective of they're not so good.
Yeah. To have that much power.
Yeah.
Judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah, because you could steal a pack of bubble gum and be put into ISO cubes, as they're called, or they can just
catch somebody on a bad day,
or just blow their brains out on the fucking street.
Well, that's a lot of the argument now. Is someone ultimately should. I don't know, but at the same time, I think taking it. I don't know. It's a dicey subject.
But when you see it from Dredd's perspective, they have to distribute justice in that manner because the world has just become the Wild West, And
that goes back to my original question. Is that the reality that we're headed to?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You betray the law!